So, can you each of you tell a little bit more about your journey of how you started and how you arrived at your current job that involves machine learning and data science?
Since I'm in your lab, right, you know that. So before my master degree, in my bachelor degree, I almost do not know how to code. Although we have some of the courses, but it's just learn something, but never practice them. And start from the my master and in your lab, and I learned some coding. Like I start from MATLAB actually, and later on I learned Java, which is a little bit improved. And I learned Python. Python is pretty similar as MATLAB. And my first project is about deep learning, right? Before that, I never touched this, and I think this one is more promising. And I try to learn something, learn different networks, and learn how to process the data. Actually, one important thing is about the image processing, right? Image processing is involved, I think it should involve in data processing or the data science rather than the machine learning part. After I learned this kind of thing, practice several of the projects, I think I got the skill, and I try to have an interview with KLA, and they do need this kind of skills, which involves coding and data processing, and they hire me. Yeah, and I actually in my current job, I don't need to learn too much new things. I can easily handle them. Yeah.
Thank you, Ziva.
Yeah, my background was very, very different. I was mostly in biomechanical engineering, and when I came to PhD, I wasn't in machine learning and data science. So what I can say is that everything you are going to do in your PhD, I think it's a acceptable assumption that you have time and also the resources to learn it. So don't worry about changing the topic so much. So my acquaintance with machine learning is mostly from the optimization side. So I came from that side to here instead of the data science directly. And right now I'm working mostly on modeling for my postdoc in Purdue. So I think as long as you're open to learning new things, everything can go in your favor one way or another.
Thank you, Amir. Do you have any perspective?
Yeah, so my experience may be a little similar as Zabel, since we all have the bachelor degree of the traditional mechanical engineering, so we don't have too much skills about the coding, only a little MATLAB. And for the master degree, after I finished my first project about the additive manufacturing, so I start working on the machine learning project. So the first machine learning project is the acoustic detection part that is for the manufacturing domain. And after this project, I participated in several different projects about the deep learning, like the satellite image detection and also this structural health monitoring. And based on this experience, I learned a lot of the coding skills and also know how to solve the different problems. And currently, for my postdoc position, it's a little different from what I did in PhD degree. Since in PhD degree, most students, they will specifically do a specific problem. So you need to do the whole process of the one project, from the data collection and also the instrument design, and also you need the coding by yourself, and the last you will get a result. But for the postdoc, it's a little different. Since for the postdoc, now more than half of my time is focused on the proposal thing. Since now you need to have the more high-level thoughts about how to solve the problem instead of only to serve the specific problem. So that is different from the postdoc and the PhD students, in my opinion.
Thank you, Sugandhu.
So I was always interested in like computer science and mathematics, and I come from a C++ Java background. And somehow like I ended up doing mechanical engineering. And then after my bachelor's, when I got this opportunity to be a part of Dr. Rai's lab, I got this thing to bring together my engineering background and computer science together and do this novel research. Yeah, that's how I find my way into this position where I'm doing research with Dr. Rai.